Hi everybody, this is Lady Sweetheart and welcome to a very special CAS video. So last week I did a gender swap on some of the characters on my channel and it got me thinking, it would be fun to gender swap the Townies and just see what they would all look like as the opposite gender. So we're going to start today with the Goths because the Goths are a pretty quintessential family in the Sims franchise. They've been around for every single Sims game, so it only seemed natural to start with them. What if Mortimer had been a woman and Bella had been a man? We're going to look at that today, and I'm super excited about it. I think it's going to be so much fun. It's going to be like a Townie makeover, but a little bit different because we're going to be making over their opposite gender forms. So if you like this idea and you'd like me to keep doing this, let me know because I could definitely see this becoming a little bit of a CAS series where I gender swap the Townies. So anyway, let's go ahead and start with the man himself, Mortimer Goth. So Mortimer is actually one of my favorite characters in the game, believe it or not. I mean, he's obviously not the most traditionally handsome guy, but I just have always found that he has a certain kind of charm. And I don't know if it's because he's a writer and I enjoy to write myself, or, he just seems like he'd be really interesting and intellectual. I don't know what it is, but I have just always found Mortimer super charming. Definitely one of my favorite characters in the game. So let's see how Mortimer would look as a girl. Oh, quite an interesting fashion choice there, Mortimer. I do not see this outfit as being very Mortimer. And the way that I go with this is I'm not going to change anything about their genetics. So like this face is the face that female Mortimer is going to have. Okay, and I'm gonna come up with a name for female Mortimer here in a second. But yeah, I'm not gonna tweak that. Obviously, I'll change the eyebrows and give them, a little skin detail and some lashes and that kind of stuff. But I'm not going to change any of the actual genetics. I may change some of the body a little bit just because of the fact, I'm not going to change any of this, just because of the fact that I've noticed whenever you switch to a certain gender, it always kind of defaults on the same type of proportions. So just to make it more interesting, I might tweak that just a tiny bit. But for the most part, I want to leave their genetics the way that they come. So yeah, this is what Morty would look like if he were you know what it's going to be, right? It's got to be Morticia. It's got to be Morticia Goth. So if Morty were a Morticia, this is what she would look like. So, honestly, we'll see how Morticia looks after a little makeover, but I feel like Mortimer's features, they just don't translate as well to a girl. His features definitely look better on a male form, in my opinion. But yeah, that is Morticia. So let's see what Morticia's other half would look like because, Bella's a female. What if Bella were a male? Would she be just as hot? I don't know. Let's check it out. Okay. Also a very interesting fashion choice by Mr. Bella Goth, which we haven't come up with a name for yet. Okay. Honestly, not too bad. Like, a little interesting from the side, but it's not the worst looking guy I've ever seen, that's for sure. So yeah, now I just have to come up with a name for Bella if Bella were a guy. So what would a male equivalent of Bella be? Okay, so I did a little research on BE names and specifically if there were any BEL names, and I have found a few, and one such name is actually Bellarius, and I think that name is pretty hilarious. So we're gonna go with Bellarius Goth. So yeah, this is Morticia's other half. And now we're going to see what their children would look like if they were the opposite gender. So obviously we're going to start with Cassandra because she is the older child. We're going to see what Cassandra would look like if she were a boy. Okay, somehow her hair turned blonde. That's super interesting. Pretty sure that's an accident because it is an alpha hair that it gave her. But yeah, honestly, not that bad either. She's got a little bit, strange lips there, which I don't understand because to me, those don't look like Mortimer or Bella's lips, but okay. So that's what Cassandra slash, I think Casey would obviously be the natural choice. This is what Casey Goth would look like. Now, granted, do I think Bella and Mortimer would name a child Casey? Probably not. But that is the closest male name to Cassandra, so that's what we're going to go with. So yeah, that's Casey. So, of course, now we've got to go to little Alexander. So, what if Alexander had been born as a girl? Let's see what he would look like. Or she would look like, I should say. And, of course, we're going to name them Alexandra because that's only natural. And I was going to say, does she have her cold weather outfit on? But she doesn't. Even though that's clearly a cold weather outfit. Okay, I mean, this is what Alexander would look like as a girl. One thing that I am going to change, though, I feel like this was an accident on their part, is Alexander's eyebrows do not match his hair. We're going to make the eyebrows match the hair. So I'm just going to do a quick little makeover on all of these guys. And then, like I said, I'm not going to change the genetics in any way. But, you know, because I want you to know what they would actually look like. But I'm just going to make them over a little bit so they just look a little bit better than, you know, this. Okay, so I will meet you back when I am finished with that. So just want to show everyone real quick in terms of what I mean when I'm going to be giving them skin details. I'm not going to do anything that would look any different. Basically, a skin detail that I use all the time is this Oh Smooth one. And if you look, it doesn't change their features at all. It just basically smooths out their skin. And so, like, that's what I'm going to be doing for all of them. Because I know sometimes with some skin details, it really changes the way that they look. And that's not what we're about. But obviously, I'm also going to add some lashes. And then, oh, that one took the skin detail off, I believe. Yeah, I think I had to go with one of the ones that was above it. Yeah, so like that. And then I usually add, like, I've got this little like blush overlay that you can put on. That just kind of gives them a little color in their cheeks. And I like to use that. And then I usually give them just like a little bit of shine, like on their face. You know, something like this. So that's what I mean. Like, that's it as far as Morticia goes. I'm not going to do anything else with her face other than give her makeup. So just wanted to make that clear. Okay, so I have finished making over Morticia, Belarius, Casey, and Alexandra. Woo! I am proud of myself for remembering all of those names. Anyway, let's start with Morticia. So this is what I did with female Mortimer slash Morticia. I just decided, you know, to give her a look that would, I feel, be sort of a female equivalent to, you know, the look that Mortimer has. With all of these, I tried to stay to their style as much as I could, just in a style that would be reflective of the opposite gender. So yeah, this is what I put on Morticia, you know, very classic, very timeless. I just felt like that look was appropriate for female Mortimer. And obviously I just put a little bit of makeup on her. And as you can see, I did not change the features at all. And I don't know, I just really like this jewelry and the hair and the makeup. I just felt like that was very suitable for female Mortimer. So yeah, that is Morticia. So let's move on to Bellarius. So this is the male Bella Goth. And I figured in male form, Bella would probably try to dress just as snazzy and just as show-offy as she does as a female, you know? So this is what Belarius is wearing. I felt like it was very appropriate for a male Bella Goth. And then this is what Belarius looks like up close. Honestly, like, I feel like adding the facial hair kind of helped with this here. And he's really a pretty nice looking guy. I mean, just with some new eyebrows and hair, some facial hair, I mean, that really spruced the guy up. And he's really, you know, pretty attractive in my opinion, just like you would think a male Bella Goth would be. So yeah, that's Belarius. So let's move on to Casey. And again, this would be male Cassandra. I tried to keep the traits in mind and also the fact that Cassandra basically only wears black and gray and I think maybe a little bit of white. So I tried to keep to that same color scheme. And obviously Cassandra dresses very preppy and I wanted male Cassandra slash Casey to dress the same way. But what's funny is, I don't know why, I just thought this hair so suited, you know, male Cassandra, just because, I guess because they're creative. And I don't know what it was. It just was speaking to me. And with the glasses, is it just me, or does Casey kind of look like Harry Potter? I don't know. Like, that's just what I'm thinking. Male Cassandra Goth is Harry Potter. Take that for what it's worth. So yeah, that is Casey. And then finally, we have little Alexandra. So what was interesting about Alexander/Alexandra is I noticed that Alexander actually has some blue in his outfit. So instead of just being black or red, Alexander actually has some blue. So I wanted to stick with that in making over the female form of Alexander. So that's why I gave this blue shirt. But yeah, this is Alexandra. Again, didn't do anything to the face, just added the little overlay thing that I had showed. And obviously has to have glasses because Alexander has glasses. And I just thought the little beret was super cute. So yeah, that is Alexandra. So anyway, I want you to let me know in the comments down below a few things. I want you to let me know, first of all, if you like this idea, if you'd like me to continue doing some other Townies, and if so, let me know which household you'd like to see me gender swap next. And I'd also be interested to hear from you, out of all of the Goths, who do you think gender swapped the best? And I'd also like to hear how you think I did on matching their styles to their personalities. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you like and subscribe if you haven't already. And if you've already subscribed, thank you so very much. I can't even tell you what it means to me. And I'll see you later. Bye.